Let's move on to our next trailer.
Yeah.
What do we have going on? We have
I think we're alone now.
I think we're alone now. All right, let's give it a watch.
Peter Dinklage, huh?
Works for me.
We haven't seen him in a while, and we won't see him again for a long time in Game of Thrones.
We saw him in Infinity War earlier this year.
Yeah.
That is true. I forgot about his amazing character.
Whoa. Uh-oh. All right. Starting off grim.
Oh, shit. By the way, guys, Richard Corliss was one of my relatives. Very famous critic.
Really?
Haven't seen him in a while because he died.
Oh.
Super sad.
Where are all the bodies?
What is happening?
Oh my god.
Has anyone ever told you you're kind of a weird guy?
Yeah,
Like
but they're all dead
apocalyptic
now.
plague?
It's Fanning. What's her name?
Elle
Fanning.
I love Elle Fanning.
She's so good.
I have to tell you something.
What's going on there?
It's about where I came from.
Was that the same gun he found in that car?
I know what I was doing when it happened.
You keep your town nice and clean. And we do that with our people.
Take me with you.
Take your hand off the wheel!
I feel so sad for you.
There's no before. There's only from now on. You were never supposed to be here.
Why?
It's time for you to come back home.
Which seeks to destroy civilization. I've got you in comments too. You know, there was something about the way she looked for me.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mind is all mixed up.
I really like that feeling of it. It's very
I have
indie
so
feeling.
many questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gives me that vibe of that movie we just watched with Joaquin Phoenix. Like that eeriness of that movie.
Yeah, what's that movie called?
Oh my god, I can never remember the name of it. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
But I really like that
Yeah.
movie too. So, God damn it, what's that movie called?
I know, I can never remember the name, and neither can you. We always get it wrong.
You were never really here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Which is a very similar title to this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Directed by Reed Morano, who made A Handmaid's Tale for Hulu.
Oh my god.
Well.
It's gonna be so good then. You
Yeah.
know it's gonna be good.
Yeah, the thing that I'm noticing that sticks out a lot to me is the visuals.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It's
yeah.
very pretty, very well shot.
Cinematography's
Yep.
It's on point.
Right on point.
It looks like it almost looks like it feels like you're there
Yeah.
Yep.
with them. Kind of like at the beginning of A Quiet Place,
Yeah.
or honestly, The Walking Dead, the video game.
Yeah.
Which is one of the.
I mean, even down to like the clothing aesthetics, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 Um,
Very cool.
so I'm all about that. Do you guys want to hear a little bit of the plot?
Yeah,
Sure.
please.
It's
By the
only
way,
one
that
sentence.
poster is beautiful.
Two people
Yeah.
find themselves unlikely companions after an apocalypse.
Yep. That's
Very
what I was
simple.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a gorgeous poster.
Yeah.
So beautiful. I want that poster.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm really into this. I want to
Yep.
see Dinklage. He's clearly the best actor
He's
on
such a good actor.
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
on Game of Thrones.
he's so good. He's like my favorite character in Game of Thrones.
And I love Elle Fanning too.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is
She's
this
badass.
is an interesting one. Yeah. Especially because there's got to be strength when it's some sort of thing about just two people
Yeah.
doing the show by themselves, you know?
That's
Right.
a lot of work for two.
Oof.
And it's
yeah, that's some true West
I'm looking
shit
at
right
the
there.
cast, and it's two people and maybe a couple more.
Paul Giamatti. What?
Yep, and Charlotte Gainsbourg.
All right.
Okay.
Also reminded me a little bit of The Road.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is much darker than this, at least how it's shot, very dim. And it reminded me a lot of It Comes at Night, which also came out I think last year, which
Yeah.
is a very good horror film.
Cool.
So yeah, there's a lot of feelings that I'm getting that have existed before. It's not like this is new
Right.
ground, but still exciting.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I said, whenever I get that eerie feeling, it makes me happy.
Yeah,
It really does.
it does. I don't know what it is.
It's
about
weird.
eerie
I don't know what
feelings.
that is, but
Same
it
way.
just it's like this deep sense of like terror that makes me so happy inside. And it shouldn't. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I'm a little fucked up, but that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. No
Because
one's
I admit
judging
it.
you.
I admit it.
That's okay. All right, cool. Let's move on to our next trailer, which is Johnny English Strikes Back.
Strikes again.
Strikes again. The Empire Strikes Back again.
I love when
I'm
you
sure
trip over
I've
your
ever
words.
met a man quite like you.
You haven't.
Bond girl.
Good.
Virtual reality.
It's completely immersive, and some people lose track of their surroundings. That's not gonna happen.
Oh,
Can I just ask, what is
I
wrong with
love
you?
that. Oh my
Or
god.
did you not
Beating
burn
someone
the
up with
Coq restaurant
baguettes.
to the ground? And did you fire a missile at a peloton of French cyclists
Well,
before commandeering an open-top bus and tossing the tour guide off the top deck?
Is that Emma Thompson?
Yep.
Nice.
Sure is. Love that lady.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Austin Powers, but it's his version of, all of the Austin Powers
Oh, I
movies.
saw the first one and I loved it.
Did you?
Yeah.
So I guess this is the third installment. The last one was Johnny English Reborn.
I'd not seen that. I wasn't even aware that it happened.
Yeah.
Guys, I might watch it just for that baguette scene, I have
Yeah.
to say. As someone who is French and also loves baguettes, I will watch it for that reason.
And Beans. You like Beans, Mr. Beans.
I like Mr. Bean.
I
I really want to hit someone with a baguette sometimes, but I've never gotten the chance, so I can live vicariously.
Well, especially like because it was kind of floppy. It was like normally you figure that you'd break it.
Rowan Atkinson's like before my time as far as his like claim to fame in comedy.
Sure.
But I've gone back and I've watched some of his stuff. Jessica and I think we watched like a little mini doc or like maybe like a video essay on Rowan Atkinson.
Mm-hmm.
I was very interested, and learned that like he kind of like remastered physical comedy.
Yep.
Yep.
And he's so goddamn good at it.
Oh my god, he's so funny.
Yeah.
And his character acting too, right, which is another big,
Yeah.
a big
Yeah,
thing for him.
because I saw a lot like his one-man show
Yeah.
as well, way back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like, God damn, that dude has a litany of talents. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Like when I imagine, I try to imagine sometimes like court jesters.
Mm-hmm.
Like those were real people that did that.
Yeah.
And were they really that entertaining?
Were you watching
And if so-
Blackadder?
They
No.
were.
Okay.
And if they were that entertaining, were they all like Rowan Atkinson, or I don't know.
One can only hope.
We
Yeah.
can only hope, right?
Yeah.
And he's English, so there's that.
I guess we'll never know unless we read it in the history books and
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. but he
believe
comes from a
believe
long
the
line
history books.
Of court jesters.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, although in Blackadder, that's kind of the point, But
okay.
yeah, that's one that's worth a watch.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Cool.
and my father before me, and my father before him. So yeah, this is coming out in October. I personally have not seen any of the Johnny English
I haven't either.
series, but
but-
clearly you said you liked the first one.
Oh
You
yeah,
had a
no,
good time.
it was very funny for a dude just completely stumbling into, because that's one of my favorites that they've used as a vehicle for comedy many a time. It's just the inept everyman just
Sure.
stumbling into spy misadventures.
Sure,
Which
sure,
is,
sure, sure.
Yeah.
it has been done a lot before, but it's always usually good. Like we've got all the Austin Powers movies I was mentioning, which I love, and they're also very nostalgic for me.
What's the one that Steve Carell rebooted?
Get Smart.
Get
Yeah.
Smart.
Get Smart
yes.
is also very good, and
Oh.
I liked the Steve Carell movie a lot.
And they had The Rock in that one too, didn't they?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think you're mixing up with another where The Rock plays a gay character.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
that was not Get Shorty. It was Be Cool.
Be cool. Yeah.
And that
yes, yes.
and that wasn't The Rock. That wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
yeah,
it The Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh, that's so cool.
he was the singing cowboy. He was a bodyguard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Vince
Yes,
Vaughn.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny movie.
Get Smart is I was thinking it was gonna be terrible, honestly, when I watched it,
Yeah.
and I really enjoyed it.
But that's just tangentially related. Is just even though it wasn't the same kind of thing, nor really a comedy. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. was dope as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I love these kind of spy movies.
You know
The
what?
serious ones and the funny ones. They're all good. They're all good
I know
stuff.
Yeah.
Mr. Bean mostly. This is gonna be sad to say from Rat Race.
Uh-huh.
Rat Race
No,
is great.
I get it.
Love Rat
Yeah.
Race.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
grew up watching. I watched the movie a lot. It's not like critically acclaimed, but I love all of the comedians. in
No,
that film.
it's still
Yeah.
fun. That's
It's
the
a
thing.
fun film.
And
Yeah.
it's got a ton of famous comedians.
Yeah, and
You
like
got-
John
you got
Cleese, John Lovitz.
Lovitz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
man.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
such a good
Good
cast.
shit. Yep.
Yeah.
I like it.
Anyways, that was Johnny English Strikes Back. Let's move on to our next one,
Yes.
which is called The Other Side of the Wind.
I've been looking forward to this one.
It's not about gas, is it?
God, I hope not.
Me too.
Nope, it is. What? What was it? Okay.
What was that?
You right?
No, we're good. We're good.
Can't afford.
The Ernest Hemingway of the cinema.
I just want to know what he represents.
The man is infested with disciples. I'm the apostle.
Just like me and God. How could you tell us apart?
Patrick's new movie?
The Other Side of the Wind.
What's that about the movie?
We don't talk about the movie.
So you old guys are trying to get with it. Is that what this movie's about?
Well, we don't actually know.
What do we know? Jake is just making it up as he goes along.
He's done it before.
Movies and friendship. Those are mysteries.
Mr. Hannaford, could you please slow down?
What he creates, he has to wreck. It's a compulsion. Want me to bring you another scotch?
We'll have our own movie.
She is beautiful, that woman. Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
The other side of the wind.
Well, here it is. If anybody wants to see it.
Huh.
As they
Did
said,
it say in select theaters?
Yes.
yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
As somebody who just yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So, do you have any background on this, or
No, well, it was just I've enjoyed Orson Welles' work, and this was some older. Yeah, this was the aesthetic of it grabbed me by the damn throat.
Right.
Yeah, and it was just because this film might be getting released this year, but they don't make films like this anymore.
No.
Like that, it's so intriguing, it's jarring, because they didn't really go into what it's about at all.
No.
But at the same time, there was so much shots and there was so much hint and promise as to what we were going to be seeing without actually getting anything at all from it, that it was just like, oh no, you got me. You got me. I will drop what I am doing. I will to see what the hell they're doing here.
I'm intrigued just because it's literally been 40 years since they, since this movie was filmed.
is this the first time this has happened with a film?
Probably not.
There have been things that have been in vaults, that they've not released for a long time,
Right.
but not with a modern. Like with a modern presentation
Right.
of older footage,
Right.
not in this way,
So director Ryan Johnson, Quentin Tarantino,
Oh, get out!
Alexander Payne, they were all apparently gobsmacked. They have seen this film already.
Yeah. And if it left a bunch of very, very talented actors with their goddamn mouths hanging open, it was
Right.
just
directors.
sorry, I'm going.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it for sure.
Yeah,
I
so-
feel like I'll probably watch it on Netflix though, just because. I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to see how it is first before I go watch it in theaters.
Okay. I don't know. Would this be considered saying exactly what it is? Would that be a spoiler?
No, go.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's satire.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. And it was just like, you know what? I might have gotten rooked by that, you know, that I might have like gone in expecting to see it as a serious work, and I would have been like going through trying to figure it out, racking my damn brain to see what the motivation was, and it was like, nope, we're making fun of movies that are like this, and it was just like, holy shit, well done.
Yeah, there's been a lot of, I mean, like as they say, Hollywood likes talking about Hollywood or making films about Hollywood. I don't know that they like all love making fun of Hollywood, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, well, especially if they took this long to do it, you know, that's the slowest burn on a joke I've ever heard of. I could say that I've ever seen in my life, but that literally was made at the beginning of my life, you know?
Right. Shot between 1970 and 1976.
And so my one thing that I've been trying to find here in this page is, when was it edited?
That was the thing that I was
because as you were saying, is this a modern edit of the film?
Right.
And that's that is.
Oh wait, yeah, there we go. Right down, coming to completion. A rough cut of the film was screened. It was reported that post-production team. Bob Murawski is editor, Scott Millen is sound editor, and Mo Henry is negative cutter. Negative cutter.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't hear that anymore.
No, they probably had to drag some of these motherfuckers out of mothballs, you know, to do their great work again.
They
but
don't
it's
do
like
that shit anymore.
Yeah, but it was like, you know what? That underscores the importance of the work.
Right.
You know,
November 2017 is when members had been hired to
do post-production,
which includes editing, right?
Yeah, and so March of last year was when they started.
So wow.
Yeah,
can you imagine
so much time?
Can you imagine being like the person selected to edit an Orson Welles film?
No,
40 years ago?
No, it was just like, hey, here's an ancient fucking treasure of cinema, you know, and we need you to bring this to life.
And you better do a damn good job.
That's the highlight of anybody's career.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So that's a make or break move right there. So
yeah,
cool.
Oh god damn.
Yeah, anytime I think about Citizen Kane, I think of an episode of Ebert and Roeper when Ebert said that it is the one movie that needs to be in everybody's every American's household.
Right.
And I'm not sure if I'm proud to say, but I've never seen.
Neither have I.
It's okay.
And I've heard that it's so boring and long.
It's lengthy. It's lengthy and it's glacially paced.
Yep.
But the thing was that was still a breakthrough in film,
right?
Because film was a lot of flailing back then. You know.
Yeah.
It really
I'm
was.
Sure.
I'm wondering if a lot of people say that it holds up, stands the test of time. I don't know. I mean, I think there are a lot of movies that do hold up and stand the test of time, such as Gone with the Wind and I don't know, The Shining, and I know that's not that old, but Alien, the first Alien. I mean, like, there are movies like that you know, a lot of Audrey Hepburn's movies that I think still take.
Yeah, when I hear about best films of all time, like Citizen Kane's always on the list, and like The Godfather.
Yeah.
Well, it's you know, Rise of an
Sabrina,
Empire, Descent into Madness, and Death. You know, that kind of thing, where it was just like it's tales of you know, the rise and fall of people it is a tale of the rise and fall of a human being of significance at this point, and ultimately, kind of again, you know, making the point that it's also something that ultimately doesn't matter. You know, the way that they do these things.
Sure.
But, okay. But yeah. Anyway,
this is incredibly fascinating.
Yeah.
That this is being
fascinating.
made.
And that it's like both being put on Netflix as well as in theaters. That's interesting.
The reason I think that they would is because it's supposed to appeal to a broad demo. You know, because it's easy to watch it on Netflix, but it's like if you want to go out and kind of get it's probably a different experience.
Sure.
You know, so I'd be watching it more than once. Once on Netflix and then once in the theaters. I think I'll see it in the theaters first.
I imagine when this type of thing happens, you know, post-mortem film being made from a director, it's probably usually directly after, or you know, or they're in the middle of making it and then it gets picked up, kind of like Game of Death or the Dragon for Bruce Lee.
Yep.
So it's not like these don't happen, but it just doesn't happen 40 years later.
Yeah.
It reminds me of. It also reminds me of like this happens a lot in music, like where like rappers or you know, or
and
somebody dies and
yeah.
then there's all these releases afterwards
Right.
'cause they have a backlog of music.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
I love that though. Yeah.
Yeah. This is exciting.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, let's move on to our next. And is this our last trailer?
I'm so excited.
Oh my!
Potentially
You guys are
saving
gonna
best
hear
for last.
me.
We'll see. True Detective,
excited.
season 3, new HBO teaser trailer. Let's give it a watch.
Before you ever knew me, I wasn't scared much. I wasn't a fearful man.
Oh my God, it's Mahershala.
Things I've seen, things I know, wouldn't do anything but cause harm. My whole
This
brain's a bunch of
period
missing
piece.
pieces.
Did you think you could just go on and never once have to look back?
My job. There's no certainty. This face is more haunting than anything. I want to know the whole story.
So do I.
Oh my God, that gave me the chills. That gave
Yeah.
me the freaking chills. I'm so excited.
My question is, like, why is he carrying around a retro camera? Like,
Yeah.
Is he
well,
like a hipster?
I think it takes place over the
Shut
course
up.
of like a longer timeline.
Maybe
Yeah.
30 years.
It seems
or
like it's
something.
like
Yeah.
flashing back to
Yeah.
It's
Well,
really
was that
cool.
Mahershala in
From Moonlight and from Green something.
No,
the
I
trailer we
wasn't
just
getting
watched?
at that. I like is isn't he also in Luke Cage? Did I make that up?
No, you're making that
Oh,
up.
I'm so racist. God damn it. God
No,
damn it.
you're not. You're not.
No.
Wait, maybe he was. Now you're making
Time to look it up.
Now
pretty sure
you're
he's
making me second guess
He's in
myself
Luke Cage.
here.
Watch, I might be wrong.
But I,
What I was
You
getting
might
at
be
was,
right.
Does he wear makeup as the older person, or is that
I
a
thought
different
that's
actor?
no. They was flicking back and forth. That looked like that was him, but at the same time, because there was obviously this older iteration of himself, because you could tell that it was happening in different points of time.
You are correct, sir. He is in
I
Luke
told
Cage.
you.
And I'm sorry, I didn't remember because in the most recent season he is not, but he is he's very good in that show.
Yeah.
Now that you remember he's in it.
Now that I remember. Yep.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So yeah, clearly we're going back and forth in time.
But the other thing too that kind of added to the mystery was the fact that it looked like he was his younger self in the modern times in a couple of those things where he was wearing the tracksuit. You know?
Yeah.
Like unless it's something that goes over the course of decades.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like he's younger and then you see him back like doing the detective work where he's got his old fucking Kodak Instamatic to take pictures of shit, and then it was just like him like looking like his own grandpa,
Right.
you know, like further down the line in modern times. It's like I have no idea. Again, that's the best part of a trailer where you finish that and it's like I have so many questions.
Yes, and it is a teaser, so my guess is they'll drop a full one. Looks like it. I think I read that it's coming out in January of next year. And I'm reading a little thing here that says the next plot installment tells the story of a macabre crime in the heart of the Ozarks, and a mystery that that deepens over decades and plays out.
Yep. All right.
Out in 3
There we go.
separate time periods.
Three separate time
Oh,
periods.
Stephen Dorff. That's cool.
I like Stephen Dorff.
Yeah.
Oh God, that is going to be so good.
Yeah.
I'm so
The director is Jeremy
excited.
Saulnier.
Yeah.
Is that how
Okay.
you say it?
What has he done?
Known for Green Room.
Oh, Blue Ruin.
Blue Ruin.
That was unpleasant.
Yeah, I haven't seen his other stuff.
Okay.
And my guess.
But Green Room was awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
I've heard
it.
good things. Yeah.
And it's a TV show, so generally they switch off in directors. But
Right.
this is the one that we're seeing at least for episode 1. So that they might switch to new ones. How did you guys feel about the first 2 seasons of True Detective?
Loved it.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Loved
it's
it.
Fantastic film.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't see the second season, but the first season it was.
First season phenomenal.
Yeah.
Second season is not, in my opinion, not as good as this first season, but
Right.
still holds up.
Yeah, I'm
So
the
good.
only person that feels. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person that likes the second season more than the
I'm
first.
pretty sure you are. Yes.
And the reason is it's Jessica's fault.
Uh-oh. What did you
God damn
do?
it! You're always going to tell the story, aren't
We
you?
were watching. we watch things. Almost everything we watch is on VOD,
Right.
right? And so we were on HBO Go, and we turned it to True Detective because we're hearing all this hype about it.
But the way that it's set up is like it sets you up for
so
failure.
we hit play
The website.
to watch True Detective.
Yep.
And then there's the scene and they're in a garden and they're chasing this guy and this guy's like fucking his sister and we're like, what's going on? And then he kills the guy.
You're right.
And he kills the guy and I'm like, wow, that's a weird pilot for this new show. And then we go back to the menu and we just watched the most recent episode, which was the finale.
Yeah.
And so at that point, I'm very mad at Jessica.
Yeah.
I couldn't be
This
more
was,
livid.
mind you, this was like fucking 4 years ago.
Okay,
He's
that was
still
a while
mad
back.
at me.
That
I'm
was
still
a while
mad
back.
at
Still
you.
pissed. I'm like,
What's a bad way to
dude.
watch a show? You hit play.
And then watch it again.
HBO Go. I blame the way that they set
They set
up
it
their
up, it's
website.
backwards.
It's really bad. It's not a good thing. But you know what?
So they put the most recent first. So
I'm
then we went
human.
back to
I
episode
make
1.
mistakes.
We went back to episode 1 and then we watched it all the way through and it didn't hold up for me and I'm sure that's part of the reason, but
Yep.
also I don't like, and I feel like I haven't heard a very good case against this, I don't like that it was just a bad villain.
Okay.
And he didn't really have like a story. Like when I think of like, I'm sure there are many other amazing villains, but I think of like Magneto, who has a fantastic background to what a villain, how a villain could be written.
You like yourself some nuanced bad guys.
This bad guy.
You
was
don't want
just
just a straight
just
bad
a
guy.
sister fucker.
Yep.
That's all he was. He was just a fat,
He was
ugly,
just a bad person.
And I wish there was more nuance
You just
to it.
yeah.
I will say though, obviously, it was still a really good season
God.
of the show.
And
Just
Woody
ruined for you.
Verhoeven and
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey are
That's
amazing,
it.
and
That's
they're
it. The
together.
dynamic between-
Together, it's like boom.
The dynamic between
Sparks
them and
fly,
those,
it's
that
wonderful.
character development was fantastic.
Yep.
And I felt even more so in season 2, even though season 2 I agree was like pretty convoluted. But watching Vince Vaughn in that headspace was fantastic,
Yep.
and all the rest
Colin
of these actors,
Farrell
Colin
and
Farrell.
Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'd
Yep.
do it all over again. I'm really excited to see.
Was it
Mahershala
Rachel
Ali.
McAdams?
Yes.
No,
I'm pretty sure.
I
Yeah, who was the female in it? If it wasn't her.
feel like it was her, but I could be wrong. You know,
Yeah, and that
I was wrong about Mahershala, so I don't know if I'll be wrong about Rachel.
It throws everything into
McAdams.
question.
And it's super cool too to see a show like this as a
Yep.
anthology.
Yeah.
True Detective,
Right?
Yep.
Because
Yep.
they're like horror anthologies are a big thing right now. But you don't see a lot of anthologies in
Horror,
this genre.
horror.
Horror.
We're gonna get you to say it
My-
correctly one day.
You know what? Actually, I noticed that the co-host that I work with at Geeks Who Drink says horror.
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 Yep.
It's not horror.
It's just like, yeah, this is a roundabout
It's not a
horror.
horror.
And I'm like, horror,
Horror.
dude.
Yeah.
It's like horror.
I like horror anthologies.
Or he like he doesn't say ruin, he says rune.
Rune.
No. Oh, that
Hello.
was great. Okay, because she
hello.
you know has the association with the show. And it's also because she is my friend, and I
Yes.
had to give her shit about this. When Kendra and I were doing quiz, she does the Burkenya, that she says mountain,
Mountain.
and I would just like smiled really big while she was reading, and she's like, "Why?" And I'm just like, "No, read the question again. I want to hear
Oh
that."
boy.
And I was just like, "Mountain."
She's so white too. I don't get it. Okay.
It was beautiful.
Okay.
It was, yeah. No, it was. Yeah.
That's a 10 years
All right.
Albuquerque I'll get. Yeah.
Yep, that's what happens. Kenya's for life, yo.
So how do you feel about True Detective? How do you feel about all these trailers? We watched a bunch of them.
We're watching all of them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we're kind of like it's just.
It's a good trailer week. Yeah.
I'm watching that the second
True
it
Detective.
hits
Yep.
HBO Go.
Yeah. HBO's
Yeah.
been killing it.
Yeah.
Yes, they have.
Killing it.
Yeah, I kind of want to drop my extra, like, what is it, $9 for HBO Go?
Yeah, something like that.
on
If you are a student, you have a .edu account, you get right now Hulu with limited trailers or limited advertisements. You get Spotify, and now you get Showtime, all for $5 a month. That's really
So
good. They're
do
not
it.
sponsoring us. Please sponsor us. I'd be very happy.
Yeah, no shit.
But
Get on
That's
it.
a good $5 a month.
Yeah,
That's like
very
the
well spent.
best $5 of entertainment you'll get.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I just thought of it.
Because separately they're each like $10.
I'm
right?
going back to college. I can always pick up another
That is
degree.
literally a $30, normally a $30 subscription that you're getting for $5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids, hey, if you're watching us and you're going to college, and why wouldn't you? Do either.
Yeah.
Go to
Get on
college.
it.
Go to college and get that
I will say one more
subscription.
thing about True Detective. The only other one that feels like a horror anthology that this reminds me of is The Sinner.
Right.
Or The Sinner.
It's The Sinner.
The
I'm pretty
Sinner,
sure.
yeah, which is a USA original, which is fantastic.
Bill
Jessica and I are
Pullman.
both on this.
Yeah, it's
wonderful. Who's it produced by?
Well, I know Jessica Biel is one of the actors.
She's
She
a
also
producer.
produces it.
Yeah, and she was an actor in season 1.
Yeah, and she's
It's a great
phenomenal.
show.
And it's on the USA Network?
It's on USA.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and they're pushing out Mr. Robot and this show.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And it was just like, honestly, they're working on having better stuff. And like I said, it was just like, I was surprised by how good Midnight Texas was, you know? And because it was just like, my partner and I, we were going to be on the show. So it was like, you know what? Let's hang out and watch as many episodes as we can tonight before going out there. And we were just like, what a treat. Yeah. It's nice because you can't really discount just things as, oh, it's network shows, that must mean it's trash. It's like, and then you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
That show
could
on
not.
TV, Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
Get on that.
Yeah, Mr. Robot is...
Season 3 just got announced, and it is the last season, I think. Or, I'm sorry, season 4.
Oh.
I couldn't be more upset.
Man, I was about to do the
you're not
air
allowed
horn.
to do
No,
that.
not for that. That does not warrant air horns.
But
There needs to be a sad air horn.
the end of Screen Source Junior might warrant it.
Okay.
So, hey everybody. It's the end of Screen Source Junior.
Perfect. There you go.
Bringing it home.
Yes. Make sure to check us out on our Patreon website for Patreon exclusives. We're live on twitch.tv/Color Circuit Live almost every day. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, follow, all of the verbs. Thank you very much, Fernando.
It is my pleasure to be back.
Yes. Thank you very much, Jess.
I love being here always.
Oh,
This is like the highlight of my week, guys.
It's a good time.
You don't
And thank
understand.
you for being here, Dylan.
Thank you. I
Oh,
appreciate
yeah.
it. We miss you, Stan. We hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Please, buddy.
Can't wait to have you back, dude.
Yes.
That's right.
We'll have you
Yep.
back next week, I'm
Yep.
sure, hopefully. And we'll see you next time. Oh, thank you, producer.
Thank
Yes.
you, Katie.
Yes.
Doing
Woo-hoo.
it. Making it happen, Katie.
Make it happen. Check out all of our schedule on the
Yeah.
bottom here, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.
I have to go get some tea. I have to get so early to move out of my house.